So today we will be doing marketing management, and this is a very long chapter also. Many subtopics are there like product, pricing, physical distribution and promotion, and one topic is equal to one chapter. So you can say that it is a combination of 4 or 5 chapters, and it is a very important chapter for your syllabus also. The project file which you will be preparing for your practical will be based on marketing. Now coming to the first term, what is market? So in the traditional sense, the term market refers to the place where buyers and sellers gather to enter into transactions involving the exchange of goods and services. So there are two types of definitions for most of the concepts, like traditional and modern one. So traditional definition says that market means a place where the buyers and sellers meet each other and discuss, negotiate with each other what they want to purchase and what they want to sell, at what price they agree. So it is a place to exchange goods and services, and it is a place where the buyers and sellers meet each other for that exchange. The other ways in which this term is being used is in context of a product market. So sometimes we use market in the sense of product market also, like cotton market or gold market or share market, means these are the product specific markets. Then we sometimes use market in geographical sense also, like national and international market. So national market means also domestic market, and international global markets. What is going on in international market? The scenario of the global market, that is known as international market. Means the market involving many countries. Then types of buyers also define some type markets, like you have studied in class 11. Consumer market and industrial market. Consumer market means the products which are meant for consumers, like whatever the products you are buying on daily basis in your routine, or some durable products sometimes you buy, like electronics you are buying, mobiles you are buying, or some products of daily use you are buying, or some food items you are purchasing. These all are items of consumer market. Means where the purchaser is the consumer, final consumer. You can say where the purchaser is ultimate consumer. That is known as consumer market. And industrial market. Industrial market means where the purchaser is the industry, where the purchaser is the some manufacturer. That is known as industrial market. So I hope these types of market is clear to you. Geographical, product, or types of buyers market. Okay. Next type of market is given, which you have done in your class 11th also. Retail market and wholesale market. Retailer and wholesaler you have done last year. So the market in which um, wholesalers are sitting is known as wholesale market, and the market in which retailers are sitting, that is known as retailers market, retail market. Now In modern sense, the definition of market, traditional sense we have discussed, and types of market, and in different sense when we are discussing the markets, that we have also discussed. Now coming to the modern sense of the market. See, it refers to a set of actual and potential buyers of a product or service. It refers to a set of actual and potential buyers of a product or service. So in modern sense, what is the meaning of market? That whatever your customer base is, that is your market. And whatever the potential is there to get new customers, that is also called your market. Like sometimes we discuss that market size of this product is this much in rupees terms. So that means the demand is there. Market means demand. In modern sense, market means demand. What is the demand of this product? So at present, who is having mobile in India? That is the present market. And whosoever will be purchasing mobile phone in future, that is potential buyer. That is the future market or potential market of the product. So in modern sense, these both are included in the definition of market. Now coming to what is marketing. First term was market, now second term is marketing. So traditionally, marketing has been referred to as performance of business activities that direct the flow of goods and services from producers to consumers. So at that time, what was happening traditionally in marketing, that one manufacturer was manufacturing goods and he was undertaking some business activities for selling of these goods. So whatever business activities he was undertaking for providing that goods and services to the consumer, that process was termed as, that business activities were termed as marketing. Like he was doing some advertisement, he was appointing some sales representatives that were going to the retailers, that were going to the customers directly and try to persuade the customers. Some offers were given, promotional offers were attached. So these were included in marketing. So this was the traditional concept of marketing. Then coming to the next is, what are the activities done, such as product designing or merchandising, packaging, warehousing, means you have to keep them in a proper storage to keep them safe, or you are designing them. Every time you have to create some new design, some new packaging should be there, so that the customer should get a feel that this is a new product, this is an improved version of the previous product. Transportation, branding, selling, advertising, and pricing. So these were your business activities that are included in marketing traditionally. Now coming to the next paragraph, it includes many activities that are performed even before goods are actually produced. Now coming to the modern concept of marketing. Modern concept of marketing says that many activities are undertaken before the goods are actually produced. What activities are undertaken? Like you have to identify what type of need is there in the market. identify the type of need and address that need. So you have to think over how to implement this opportunity, how to grab this opportunity, how to fix this idea in the product, that you have to think over. You have to improve your product according to the need of the customer. So it is an activity which you do before even the goods get produced and continue even after the goods have been sold. And even you are selling the goods, after that you have to be in touch of your customer. Generally, if you will see the packaging of today's products, you will find a toll-free customer care number in most of the products. Why? So because they want some feedback. If some problem is there, if some issue is there, that should come to the notice of the company or the manufacturer. For example, activities such as identification of customers' needs, collection of information for developing the product, whether that product will be economically feasible or not, technically feasible or not, that will be checked, that you have to check. Like I give you one example. Ratan Tata once decided that I will manufacture a car costing rupees 1 lakh only, because he thought that there is a very big market for such car, and obviously it is. But the car which he was able to design to deliver was not that much accepted by the public. Can you name that car? Yes, very good, very good, very good. So you have to identify the market, how much demand will be there, whether the what will be the cost there of producing that product, whether people will be purchasing that product in that much cost or not, what design they will accept, what type of packaging should be done to protect that product, what brand name should be there attached to it. So you have to do such activities before even you produce the goods. So these are the activities. Then many follow-up activities are required for maintaining good customer relations for procuring repeat sale. So if you will follow up your customers, you will take your feedback from there, you will address their issues and problems, then you will get even repeat sale, and that repeat sale will make your goodwill in the market. So in modern times, marketing is observed as a social process. Philip Kotler has defined marketing. Now the modern view of marketing is coming. According to the Philip Kotler, a social process by which individual groups obtain what they need and want through creating offerings and freely exchanging products and services of value with others. So marketing is a social process by which individual groups obtain what they need. Means manufacturers will get what they need and the consumers will also get what they need and want. How they will get? Through creating some offerings. So manufacturer has to create some offering and freely exchanging products and services of value with others. So he has to sell or exchange these products and services to the customer, and customer in return will pay some offering or some money to the manufacturer. So these are the features of marketing which have been included in this definition. Now I am coming to the features of marketing. These all points which you have studied in Philip Kotler definition will be explained well in features here. So first point was need and wants. What are the needs and wants? So a basic need for food, yeah, here is example is given, may take various form. So if you are hungry, what you need to satisfy your hunger, you need some food. So that is your need. Food is your need. But how your need will be satisfied, what is the medium of satisfying your need, there are various options available for that. Like if you are a South Indian, you will like dosa and rice. If you are a North Indian, you will like chapati and vegetables. Or means different areas, customers sitting in different areas will like different type of product, different type of food. So that is called want. A marketer's job in an organization is to identify needs of the target customers. Who are the target customers according to your product? Like suppose I am manufacturing a mobile. Now I have to define my target customers. Whether people, whether teenagers will be purchasing that mobile, or the people between the age of 25 to 40 years that will be purchasing my mobile, or people in the high risk category, those who can afford mobile phones worth rupees 70,000, 80,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, that will be my target market. So has its own target market. Ashok Leyland has its own target market. Maruti Suzuki has its own target market, middle class families. So you have to define your target customers. Meaning of target customers is clear, and what is their need. Like suppose if I clearly speak about middle class families, there are hardly 4 to 6 members in a family. So they need a vehicle in which at least 4 to 6 members or maximum 7 members can sit comfortably. They can travel comfortably. They can keep their luggage comfortably there. So that way you have to design your product. Now suppose I am designing a car for a middle class family, but not more than 4 can sit there. So that car will not be viable in the market because few customers will be purchasing them. You will get less sales. And develop products and services that satisfy such needs. So you have to identify the features which are required and which are affordable for that type of customers. You have to identify that. Now, second is creating a market offering. Now, when you have identified the need that yes, middle class family also wants some car, some luxury, but it should be affordable also. It should be feasible also for them. So then you will create a market offering. Market offering refers to a complete offer for a product or service, having given features like size, quality, taste, etc. Whatever features you can add. Like if suppose you are making a mobile phone for young generation, for teenagers, you are making. They are much interested in gaming or YouTube videos. So in that sense, you have to make it fast. That's why you will see that technology is improving day by day because most of the market for mobile phones is teenagers or younger ones. Then, and the features will vary according to the size. Like if you will find old aged people who are using mobile phones, they are not interested in, most of the times, in that much big phones. They want very small phones that should be because they have to simple use phones for calling and listening purpose. Then third is customer value. The job of the marketer, therefore, is to add to the value of the product so that the customers prefer it in relation to the competing products and decide to purchase it. Now, your product should be some different from other products. Like you can take the example of Oppo. So Oppo is saying that my cameras are best. Some phones are saying that my sound is best, audio is best, or some other phones are saying that their safety features are best. So it means you are creating different types of variations, different values in your product. So there are different types of customers sitting in the market. One who needs safety, he will be purchasing the product which is giving most safe environment to him. Then the person who needs gaming, faster processor, better screen. So that type of product you have to create. You have to add the value to the product so that the customer should compare with its competitors and he should prefer your product. That yes, this is the most advantageous product for me. Exchange mechanism should be there because you will not be selling it for free. Nothing comes for free. There is a certain cost of production of that product and you want profit also. So exchange mechanism should be there. Exchange refers to as the essence of marketing. For any exchange to take place, it is important that the following conditions are satisfied. So obviously two parties should be there. One should be buyer and one should be the seller. Each party should be capable of offering something of value to the other. Like buyer will be giving money and the seller will be giving the product. Each party should have the ability to communicate and deliver the product or services. Each party should be competent to contract. Each party should be able to communicate what he wants and deliver the product or service. Each party should have freedom to accept or reject. Like suppose you are going in the market, that then you are not bound. If you are demanding something and the shopkeeper shows you that book or whatever you are going to purchase in the market, mobile phone, you can take as an example, then you are not bound to purchase that. If you like that, you can purchase that. If you don't like that, you can reject that. So there should be freedom in the market. Then parties should be willing to enter into transaction with each other. Obviously, the shopkeeper has opened the shop only for the purpose of selling, not for the purpose of sitting, and the buyer is reaching to him for the purpose of buying, not just for the purpose of entertainment. So both should have a willingness to exchange. Then only exchange can be done. So marketing activities are equally relevant to non-profit organizations such as hospitals, schools, sports clubs. Sometimes it comes into mind, a picture comes into mind that marketing is only for profitable organizations, but it is not like that. It is also for not-for-profit organizations also. Hospitals also are required to do some marketing. They also need to communicate to the customer that we are sitting here, we will provide you best services. They have to advertise their infrastructure, what is available there. The schools also have to do some marketing. The sports clubs, social and religious organizations, they also do some sort of marketing to gather more and more money for their functionings. It helps these organizations in achieving their goals, such as spreading the message of family planning, improving the literacy standards. See, each and every organization has some goals. However, it is non-profitable organization, it is not for profit organization, but it is also there with some goal. So that goal can be communicated only through marketing. That goal can be completed only through marketing. When people will join you, only then your goal will be completed. So this is all about market and marketing. So I hope these two concepts are clear now. Third concept is what can be marketed. What we can market. So see, each and everything can be marketed. So this is very important box. See, we can market physical products, electronics, mobiles, clothes, each and everything can be marketed. Services. So hospitals also are marketing their services. Banks are also marketing their services. If you will see the ads, banks are also marketing their services. Insurance companies are marketing their services. Ideas. So government is also marketing ideas. Polio vaccination, health page. So whatever this Red Cross, they are also marketing their ideas. Persons, election is the best example. Candidates are marketed there by various political parties. That such and such candidate is from our side. Yes. Places are also marketed. Even present days, if you will see the television, you will find many states are marketing their places for two purposes. For tourism purposes, first thing, even many countries are doing this such ads. And for second purpose is for foreign direct investment, for inviting the capitalists, for inviting the manufacturers in their own state, for establishing industries so that the people over there should get some employment. So in this way, they are marketing their place. Experience is also marketed. Like sometimes you are being offered that if you will win this contest, you will be having a chance to sit with Mr. Sachin Tendulkar or with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. So such experiences are also marketed. Then properties like real estate, ownership, shares, debentures, these are also marketed. Events are also marketed. Like IPL is getting marketed these days. It is going to start in September. Olympics, various tournaments. So these are also marketed. So that people should purchase the ticket and they should come to the venue. Informations are also marketed. Like production, packaging, and distribution of information by organizations such as by universities, research organizations. They provide you information for about various careers, various courses available with them. Various organizations are also marketing themselves. Whatever activities they are undertaking, so they are also marketing themselves. So this is what can be marketed. Each and everything can be marketed. Now the time is going to be completed, so that's why we will wind up our class here today. This topic we will do tomorrow. Any doubt is there?